was right. If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so the Fallen had their chance. But they relied too much on magic, but not me. Well, almost. First hand.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise. If a godfather's offering to lend a hand, first I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably...
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the...
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to...
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Mitadol mentioned a new project yet?
All right, Sid.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project.
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em up if it's durability you're looking for. Shell will serve you better.
I do. Will any old adamantus...
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But
I'll keep that in mind. Doris is waiting for me near Belmont Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry. No need to ride from here. There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the Wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Over here!
So this place was no... And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they... Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happened? Even the Imperials take better care of them. They were feeding bearers to it. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No lock downstairs. But I did find out.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true. Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this... pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but... and those who wouldn't, or couldn't.
I'm afraid it means they were fed.
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key. But it does...
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Let's see what we can find down here. A survivor. And she sounds close. There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone?
Some of the guards,
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you are. You poor thing. What?
He fought the monster. He must have sent you. Where is he?
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out.
Doris.
All right. You put that bearer-eating...
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers. Finally.
Sid, are you...
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate way. He was here
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway.
No. I'll see that she's looked after from now.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the curse breakers will show. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be...
There's something about it.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much.
dogs. Quite a specimen, these two. No match for you, eh, Torgal? Nazir might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Do you see anything you like? I do like a customer who knows what he wants. An excellent choice. Come back again.
I'm nervous. Well, Met, this is the initiate. Yours.
Please, just sit.
Oh, of course. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating...
To become a scout, yes.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just...
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found no magic, no support, just one man and his nose. It taught me what one man can do if he puts... And I've been training ever since, so that one day I...
You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions.
So...
You haven't even Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sighting and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Fly, Ambrosia.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me. course.
A fortress? I didn't... Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but...
The right man for the... I believe this is the logbook.
Eh? How? Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy...
What? Wasn't that what... to bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, his heir.
But Sid,
He did what he thought was best. And
of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
this won't be an easy decision.
There's something about it.
You shouldn't. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back.
Yes. Welcome back. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as...
No. Ember lost his nerve in the face, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on.
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honesty. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is...
Wait, Sergeant. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, after all.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown it wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine.
I'll do what... I'll spend my days and nights in the pit. I'll show you.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right. Just like someone else. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shop.
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him think. Next thing you know, he'll be asking, chance would be a fine thing.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid.
It's well. after what happened. It's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough.
Would you like to see my wares? Certainly. Go safely now.
Welcome to Dravoj, Sid.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide? It looks like we found him. I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me, this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they...
The young'uns? But why would they... I'll keep working on the model. You go and find...
Has Midadol mentioned a new project?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working on...
A new invention? Is it an...
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs some brass gear. A tiny one.
Oh! The one you
We saved it, just in case.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then all the pieces that are left over, we keep under...
That's...
Look! I found it! Is that...
That's all for now.
Thanks, Sid.
Well?
They did.
Will it work?
What exactly are you going to...
Only the most important... The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the... Well, you just... That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left.
I'm sure you do.
A fortress?
I would speak with this duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed the town was left all but unguarded. So Philippe was compelled to form us, and though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist, so I was wondering if you would lend them your strength.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. Philippe told me he had...
Where can I find the mistress of the...
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme. Who I understand is I wish to speak to you about...
Very well. I trust you'll forgive...
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I owe you my for continuing to argue against, yet I fear he is not one to be swayed. He must be made to face the...
And who would...
I would. Myself and several other like-minded... Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle?
Drastic action is precisely... My father would have it that citizens exist only to... But he is wrong. Scornful of the opinions of anyone, but he cannot be allowed. We must fight.
Fight him. Respectfully, while I understand your frustrations, I cling to...
False hope. But I see that your mind is made up. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. This is all about her and her father.
Family.
I'm sorry. Ah, yes. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join.
town needs you.
Saw the captain just now.
What does the dame have to say about all this?
So you are content to abandon the... Please, if you are a true son of Northreach, you must...
That's exactly, or trying to at least. The land is crawling with fiends.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the... Thank you so much for...
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter.
She made an uninvited appearance at the Veiler, hoping to convince the dame to join her in fermenting...
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seemed... Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did, right, as always. We've had some reports, you see.
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. Get him! You're finished!
Good work.
Clive! You all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. I dispatched the few that I found.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? We might be able to fend off an attack from...
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go up. You head back to Northreach. I want you there, just...
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the back.
What? I'll do what I can to calm. Be careful out there.
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. But now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever...
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist, should any of your men be injured?
Thank you, milady.
I'll play my part too. You still won for numbers. I only hope I can go some way to evening the... Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands?
Of course. I'll lead a party down that. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And well, I can't promise to hold...
All right.
Thank you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
When the fight begins...
There are so many of them. Not for long. That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others... Better hurry back to town.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems I thank you both.
You were right, and I was wrong. I had thought that the only way to that without a strong hand, they would drift apart. But you, not by force, nor by the exercise of God, but by simply being one of them.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and...
You have, as did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her I forgot that.
I'm sorry too, Pup. I should never have taken... I only wanted you to understand how I felt.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. I should have listened to...
Your Eminence, your ladyship. But I believe the same could be said. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier, and today there are...
Madam Isabel, I see that it is not men like...
You're right.
Forgive me for saying so, my lady. But the dame said it herself. We can tell, and that goes for you. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain.
Well, I should see if Isabel needs any...
Can we get you anything?
There's no need to worry any longer.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the... I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher. Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After...
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, but I sense you would rather have died. For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very... I was Carla then. So sought after was I that it was only they. Alas, those halcyon days when, for naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard. The gentlest man I have... After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever... And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered until we found ourselves. It was the veil that took us, that fed us. Those that could be healed, at least.
He passed away.
He did. But at least we were able to share a few moments of... It was the greatest gift. But the generosity of this town, and the men and women of the Vale supported me through, though I was still a stranger to them. And so I swore that I would return the kindness, that I would repay my...
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
Perhaps that is why I have such a... Never stop fighting, and I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. The people, the soldiers, all united in defense of this town. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Run like the wind.
There's something about him.
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours. All done?
outlaw! The one who drove His Highness to madness! On your knees!
He has heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
To your death yourself!
I needed that. Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Do you see anything you like? You've a keen eye. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Let's go.
Faster!
Thanks, Gal.
Farewell.
I'm getting tired of these things.
What do I owe the honor? Crack the crystal? Not a very good one, but then... What do you want? No scratches, all right? Trouble with your gear, or
Sangfordian, do you? That it? Fine.
Clive. Ta-ra, then.
Thank you, Karen.
You could do this.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Finished, are you?
Are you buying or selling? Take care.
Good day. May we meet again.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's son?
I believe we were going to
I think we'd better shut up shop for today. If people wonder...
Who can say what Lubor is plotting?
Anything I can interest you in? My thanks. Fare you well. Good day, my lord. Thank you kindly. Thank you for your custom.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light.
You're really going to go through with it?
I am. But before I go...
If it's within my power...
It's the children. I refuse, and if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. I can think of only one place where they are certain to...
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. A damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned...
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. We need to evacuate. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. Well, what do you...
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck. You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a...
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp with the so-called League of Outlaws, they're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now. And they could be here. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation.
Oh, do we? And who was it?
Lubor, perhaps? You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something?
Some twisted attempt at... If he had not been unmasked, he may... A great honor for one, he might well...
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has been... Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
It's no use. Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamel's survival.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Daddy, what happened to your crystal?
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they've convinced themselves...
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor?
I couldn't abandon a friend, and Lubor is in need at this very moment.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all
fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Run!
Just go on. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Go on, then.
Go on!
Just go.
Lubor. Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cherati. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make... Now they're all They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in you and the command of our men. Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalimil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. Luckily so.
So you are. All right then, we all... Now it's simply a matter of...
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? We can't leave a single one alive.
To me, flames!
The League is I should get back to Dalimil.
All the Akashic we were able... Seems that might be the
last of them here, but...
Lubo, sit.
Clyde!
It's done.
I knew you would...
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven, and we need not fear the arrival of... Victory is out.
We bloody did. Lubor, after all you have done for this town...
But we did. We only hope that you...
We need you, Lubor. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor...
You do remember...
We do. It is a stain on ours, We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be.
I see, but I will own...
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the Unity is the key to defending Dalimil. And I do not... When that time comes, I will expect us...
Of course.
And second, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers, any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights. They will not be judged by what they are.
As we failed to do.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only...
Condition well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some... How fickle. Not so long ago I had resigned myself, and now, here.
Lubo.
Fear not, you are of course relieved. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them. I'll make sure they're safe.
I don't doubt that you will, and not just the children.
Can't have all your hard work.